Busted Films 1 presents Sank of the aircraft carrier. The aircraft carrier is born as a naval platform capable of projecting the air war away from the territory itself. We could talk a lot about it and even look for more or less fortunate comparisons between World War II aircraft carriers and the modern Nimitz type of almost 100,000 tons of displacement. New generations of weapons are capable of sinking an aircraft carrier hundreds of kilometers away. In 2015, during a naval exercise, an old French submarine Saphir sank the aircraft carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt several of its ships escort. The Saphir is the smallest nuclear attack submarine in the world. Aircraft carriers have been the mainstay of US power for a long time, but the military technological advance, driven mainly by Russia and China, is changing this scenario to the detriment of these warships. Moscow and Beijing have weapons capable of causing the extinction of aircraft carriers. Russia, China, Japan, North Korea, Iran and other countries have the technological and military means to inflict irreparable damage on the pillar of American power, the aircraft carriers. Torpedoes remain a serious threat to aircraft carriers. Russian and Chinese submarines frequently carry torpedo attacks against US warships, and no one knows how many torpedoes a modern aircraft carrier could endure before being sunk. Cruise missiles. Several countries have in their arsenal with a great variety of cruise missiles. These missiles vary in range, speed and means of approaching the target. As with torpedoes, the actual effectiveness of cruise missiles against a modern aircraft carrier is unknown. However, even the impact of a single missile would prevent the operations of an aircraft carrier. Ballistic missile. According to the national interest, the DF-21 Chinese ballistic missile has the potential to impact US aircraft carriers from ranges hitherto unworkable, bypassing existing air defense systems. The development of the DF-21 has forced the US Navy to intensify their efforts in defense, but even so, these complexes do not have the necessary potential to destroy targets that have ballistic trajectory. Cost-benefit. The high price of these ships may become their greatest weakness, too valuable to lose. Aircraft carriers could be left out in the event of a conflict with a powerful rival. And if aircraft carriers cannot contribute to the most critical conflicts, it will be impossible to justify the necessary resources for their construction and maintenance. That, more than anything else, will bring the end of the aircraft carriers as a pillar of American power. However, this does not mean that it is the end of these warships. Russia and China have worked hard on ways to destroy aircraft carriers because they perceive them as serious threats to their security. Conclusion. Remember that the aircraft carrier is born as a naval platform capable of projecting the air war away from the territory itself. Currently, an aircraft carrier and its escort and logistics vessels can be detected thousands of miles away from their target, and it can be destroyed thousands of miles away by missiles, submarines and air force. Perhaps the future of the aircraft carrier is the submarine aircraft carrier. Busted Films 1 Salta, Argentina.